Most of us are looking for our season of manifestation. God, take me higher. God, take me higher. I want to manifest. It's true. There is a season of manifestation. But before you have a season of manifestation, you are looking forward to when that will happen. So there is a season of visualization. We visualize where we want to be. But there's also a season of manifestation where what you have visualized can come into reality. But the mistake we make is that we think we can just step from the visualization to what? Manifestation. No, you cannot do that. There is something else in between. It is the season of preparation. Joseph was once a slave in Potiphar's house. In Genesis 39 verse 2. And when he was a slave in his house, because you see, most times when we think that there is a delay in manifestation, in God's own eyes, it is just a necessary preparation we're meant to have. And it gives us signs that he's working in us. You see, Joseph was in Potiphar's house under what we will call hard work conditions. And when he was in that house, eventually they saw that he was so wise. What did Potiphar do? Potiphar put him in charge of his household. Eventually he left what was a very harsh working environment, and he went into something called a toxic working environment. Yes, it was toxic. It was prison. He was in prison, and whilst he was in prison, even though he met some people that were there in prison, what did the warden do? The warden also said he put Joseph in charge of all those that were in prison. In his time of preparation, he was already taking charge in the different and difficult places that he was in, so that when the time for manifestation had fully come, all of a sudden the Pharaoh said, there is none that is wiser than this guy to take charge. He took charge in Potiphar's house. He took charge in the prison, and that was what prepared him to take charge of what? The nation. Now, someone wants to say, hey, God, hey, delay of my manifestation, delay of my manifestation. Do you know why he was delayed? Because Joseph was not ready for the nation, and the nation was not ready for him. Some of us are still where we are today because you are not ready for that place that God is taking you to. But if you stay in the place, if you learn competence, if you learn leadership, if you build your social capital, if you learn tenacity, if you have the right attitude, when the full time for your manifestation comes, all of a sudden the prayers of your protector start being answered, and then your connector that had forgotten you before will all of a sudden call you. I made this investor that I want to introduce you to, and the investor looks at you and says, there is none wiser than you in this place. Take this amount of money that you will use to now get your accelerators, and you will now be ascending in your income. Am I speaking to someone?